A Dickens of a Tale by George Maguire. Under the boom of steaming fog, there on the northern river bank, born in the valley of River Tyne, yours was the terraced house next to mine. Cobbled the streets lined with tokens for milk, children in wellies dressed in cotton, not silk. I offered my heart, and your answer was no, a child with no future. I knew I must go. The pitheads were silent, the collieries gone, shipyards and quaysides bereft of all song. So I rose from the poverty, illness, disease, and took Lizzie's shilling and headed for sea. Over the oceans, defying the seas, no letters of hope, no letters to please, and faded the memory of the River Tyne, and yours was the terraced house next to mine. Swapped were my rags for uniform bold, I searched for riches, silver and gold, and you were my sweetheart, and your answer was no, and I was the boy who knew he must go. Long was my voyage, deep were the seas, time was my benefactor that I strove to please, and sometimes my hopes would betray me at best, for my hope was my true love would one day say yes. In between hemispheres, dragged pole to pole, in between whores who ran hot and cold, I remembered my home by the River Tyne, and yours was the terraced house next to mine. And nights became days, and ports were just ports, and old was the man who changed his course, and I was your Pip, you my Estelle. You'd never once strayed, and we both lived hell. And there in the terraced house next to mine, you lived with your children that should have been mine. Now rainbows don't end, and there's no pot of gold. Here stands the boy who is now grown old. So changed is the valley where lies the Tyne, but you're still in the terraced house next to mine.